Alright, let's be honest, have you ever looked at a map and thought, you know what, I could live? Well, today, we're diving headfirst into the land of fjords, Vikings, and surprisingly good death metal, Norway. And let me tell you, if you're looking for a country that consistently ranks at the top of those best places to live lists, well, you found your winner. So buckle up, grab some Brunost, don't worry, we'll explain later, and let's find out if Norway should be graced with your presence. Now I know what you're thinking. John or Alexis or whoever's narrating this, high quality of life sounds lovely and all, but what does it actually? Well, my friend, in Norway it means a lot. Imagine this. You wake up in a country with air so clean you could practically bottle it. Crime rate so low you'd think you were in a Scandinavian noir where the biggest offense is someone stealing a pastry from the local bakery. You've got access to top-notch healthcare, education that doesn't bankrupt you, more on that later, and a work-life balance that doesn't make you want to hurl your laptop into the fjord. That, my friend, is the Norwegian way. They've somehow cracked the code to a life that doesn't involve constantly feeling like you're one bad day away from a complete meltdown. It's almost unsettling, really. They actually prioritize well-being. Can you imagine? It's like they've stumbled upon some ancient Viking secret to happiness and decided to share it with the world. And the best part? They're actually humble about it. They're not out there bragging about their happiness index scores. They're just quietly living their best lives, eating their heart-shaped waffles, and occasionally popping out to win a Nobel Prize or two. It's enough to make you want to pack your bags, learn to say tack and versa snil, and buy yourself a pair of those funny-looking pants they wear hiking. Alright, let's talk about something near and dear to all of our hearts, literally, healthcare. Now, I know, talking about healthcare systems usually ranks somewhere between getting a root canal and doing your taxes on the list of fun things to discuss. But trust me on this one, because Norway's healthcare system is the kind of thing that makes other countries go, hold my aquavit, I need to take notes. Picture this, you get sick, like really sick. The kind of sick that would normally have you staring down the barrel of a medical bill that could rival the GDP of a small island nation, but not in Norway, because in Norway they have this radical idea called universal healthcare. It's this wild concept where everyone, and I mean gets access to high-quality medical care without having to sell a kidney or take out a second mortgage. I know it sounds too good to be true, right? But it's not some socialist hellscape, they pay for it through their taxes. But here's the thing, even with the taxes, it's still a better deal than what most of us are used to. Think about it. No more surprise bills from out-of-network doctors, no more having to choose between paying rent or filling a prescription. It's enough to make you want to fake a cold, just to experience the magic of Norwegian healthcare firsthand. Now let's talk money, honey. Because let's be real, you can't live in a fjord if you can't afford to pay the rent. Luckily, Norway's got you covered. Thanks to their robust and diverse economy, we're talking oil and gas, fishing, renewable energy, tech, the whole shebang, Norwegians enjoy some of the highest salaries in the world. And no, I'm not talking about just CEOs and oil tycoons here. We're talking about a living wage, a minimum wage that would make most Americans weep with joy, and entry-level jobs that actually pay the bills. But it's not just about the money, folks. It's about the quality of life that comes with it. Remember that whole work-life balance thing we talked about? It's not just a pipe dream in Norway, it's practically a national religion. They understand that there's more to life than just working yourself to the bone. They value their free time, their families, and their sanity. So, if you're tired of the rat race of burning the midnight oil just to make ends meet, then maybe, just maybe, Norway's calling your name. Alright, let's talk education, because Norway clearly believes that knowledge is power and they're not afraid to share it. Now I know what you're thinking, free education? That sounds like something out of a socialist fairy tale. And you know what? You're not wrong. Norway's education system is the stuff of legends. From kindergarten to university, education in Norway is free. And yes, I mean free for everyone, including international students. That's right, you can kiss those crippling student loans goodbye and say hello to a world-class education without the soul-crushing debt. But it's not just about the free tuition, folks. Norway's got some of the best schools and universities in Europe, like the University of Oslo and NTNU. We're talking top-notch facilities, renowned professors, and a learning environment that fosters critical thinking and innovation. Plus, students in Norway enjoy generous government grants and scholarships because why should financial stress get in the way of a good education? It's almost like they actually want their citizens to succeed in life. It's enough to make you want to dig out your old backpack, sharpen your pencils, and enroll in Norwegian 101. Now let's talk about the real reason you're all here, the scenery. Because let's be honest, Norway is basically a nature documentary come to life. We're talking jaw-dropping fjords that carve their way through towering mountains, pristine glaciers that sparkle under the midnight sun, and forests so lush and green you'd expect to stumble upon a troll or two. And let's not forget about the northern lights, folks. Imagine sitting by a crackling fire, sipping on some hot cocoa, or aquavit if you're feeling adventurous, and watching the sky erupt in a symphony of color. But it's not just about the views, folks. Norway is a country that embraces the great outdoors. Hiking, skiing, kayaking, you name it, they've got it. And thanks to their allemannsretten law, you have the right to roam freely in nature. That means you can camp, hike, and explore to your heart's content, as long as you respect the environment, of course. So, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just enjoy a leisurely stroll through the woods, Norway's got something for everyone. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, safety, because let's be real, nobody wants to live in a place where they're constantly looking over their shoulder. Luckily, Norway's got you covered. This country is so safe it's practically boring. We're talking extremely low crime rates, a peaceful society, and police officers who probably spend more time rescuing kittens from trees than chasing down criminals. Seriously, even the police rarely carry firearms. It's the kind of place where you can leave your bike unlocked without worrying about it getting stolen, where you can walk home alone at night without feeling like you're in a horror movie, and where the biggest threat to your safety is probably slipping on a patch of ice in the winter. So if you're looking for a place to raise a family, retire in peace, or just enjoy a stress-free life, Norway should be at the top of your list. Now let's talk about something near and dear to my heart, progressive values. Because let's be real, the world could use a little more kindness, a little more empathy, and a whole lot more equality. And luckily, Norway seems to get that. This country is practically a utopia when it comes to social progress. We're talking gender equality, LGBTQ+ rights, and a culture of inclusivity that's truly refreshing. They believe in equal opportunities for all, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, or background. And they're not afraid to put their money where their mouth is, with policies that support families, promote work-life balance, and protect the environment. So if you're tired of the status quo, of living in a world that often feels divided and unfair, then maybe, just maybe, Norway's calling your name. Come for the fjords, stay for the progressive policies and the general sense of hygge. That's Danish for cozy contentment, but trust me, it applies here too. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the polar bear on the glacier. No country is perfect. And yes, even Norway has its downsides. First up, let's talk about the cost of living. Because all those amazing social programs and high salaries don't come cheap. Be prepared to shell out some serious kroner for everything from groceries to rent, especially if you're living in the bigger cities like Oslo or Bergen. And speaking of language, while most Norwegians speak English, learning the local lingo is essential if you want to truly integrate and experience all that Norway has to offer. Plus, it'll make navigating those grocery stores a whole lot easier. And then there's the weather. Now I know some of you love a good snow day, but Norway takes winter to a whole new level. We're talking long, dark winters with limited daylight hours. So if you're someone who thrives on sunshine and balmy temperatures, Norway might not be the place for you. But hey, at least you'll have plenty of time to perfect your cross-country skiing skills and master the art of hygge. So, there you have it, folks. The good, the bad, and the breathtakingly beautiful. Norway, with its high quality of life, stunning nature, and progressive values, might just be the utopia you've been searching for. Or maybe, just maybe, you're perfectly content with your current life, and that's okay too. But hey, it never hurts to dream, right? Now I want to hear from you. Would you ever consider moving to Norway? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to share your thoughts on all things Norway, from your favorite Norwegian foods to your dream fjordside cabin. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the land of Vikings and social democracy, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more global adventures, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay cozy. See you in the next one.